This has to be one of the most hilarious F around and find outs in the modern era. I mean, we already have the meme of the Subway sandwiches. Remember when Juicy Sommelier famously went to Subway sandwiches at 2 a.m. and two people jumped out saying, "This is mega country." Yeah, well, that obviously never happened. Of course, he received really no consequences for that. But last night, we had a woke weirdo armed with a Subway sandwich who turned out to be a Department of Justice employee, complete, perhaps the winner of the Darwin Award. Perhaps the biggest mistake one person can make ever, anytime. And it is completely backfired because wokeism is a crazy, crazy disorder. And we're going to get into that after a super quick word from PDS Debt. Folks, the American dream is under attack, and hardworking patriots like you are being crushed under mountains of debt. Why? Because creditors love debt. They want you to be stuck in a high interest trap. They want you to be drowning in student loans, credit card debt, skyrocketing mortgage rates, because when you're broke, you're controllable. So what do? Well, you take control, you fight back, and it starts with PDS Debt. They've got hundreds of thousands of people living debt-free. The PDS Debt goes beyond the numbers to understand your unique financial situation and crafts a personalized situation for you. There's no minimum credit score required. They're here to help you save more, pay off your debt faster, start putting money back where it belongs in your pocket. They have an A+ rating on the Better Business Bureau and thousands of 5-star reviews on Google. Why? Because PDS has helped hundreds of thousands of people get out of debt. I remember what it was like after college, working 2 to 3 jobs just to pay the bills every month. It was immensely stressful on my relationship. You're 30 seconds away from being debt-free. Get your free assessment and find the best option right now at pdsdebt.com/thequartering. That's pdsdebt.com/thequartering, pdsdebt.com/thequartering. So link in also in the description so you don't have to remember that. Breaking. Let's look at the altercation here. Here we have Yeah. First of all, what he looks like he's about to run into traffic. Okay. Second of all, he just threw a foot-long sub at that officer. The days of the $5 footlong are gone. Why would you waste a sub sandwich like that? That's food, okay? And as a fat, I am personally offended you would waste it in that manner. By the way, you just gave the guy a free sub. It's still wrapped. Like, you better believe if I'm one of the other fat officers here, I'm like inching over, picking that thing up. And then when they're like, "We need to retrieve the evidence, Officer Hambley," I'm like, "What evidence? This is a different sub." He threw a sub at him. Runs.
They're what?
You see these fascists? Right
Oh, they're
here.
fascists.
Fascists?
Fuck you! Fuck you, fascists!
I assume this, I can only assume gay man, I don't know, far lefty, what's the difference, is intoxicated. I can't imagine thinking a Subway sandwich is the best protest. Yeah, let's see. Fascist.
Shame!
Oh, shame. Oh,
Shame!
there's some girl watching him. He's trying to.
I laugh it, but that's the truth, though. We really talking real shit.
Yeah, is he trying to impress the black homeless guy who's filming him? By the way, this black guy's not going to help him when he gets arrested. By the way, it doesn't matter if he's black. The man who's filming him isn't going to help him, so I don't know who he thinks he's trying to
I need
impress.
to do some background studying about the Federal Bar Association.
The federal what? Now he walks over there.
They for the man.
Here we go. He's yelling at them.
No!
He told him to back up. By the way, this guy is about to get. Oh, he's probably going to ride the lightning. I have not watched this video because I wanted to watch it with all of you in real time so he could take it all in. Uh-oh, he touched him there.
Daddy, come on, man. Let's go get
Can't
him,
touch
man.
him.
Let's get that nigga.
No.
What did I just tell you? The guy said, "Let's go get him. Let's not get him in trouble." And what do they say? Nah, let him.
Hey, Daddy, come on, man. Let's go get him, bro.
Let's go get him.
No. You don't got me Superman.
No, see?
No.
He's trying. That other guy, shout out to the other guy, who's trying to say, "Let's go." Look, I mean, I can't say like we've all been drunk because not everyone's been drunk. But like, if you have been, or if you have a boy, or if you're one of my wonderful 6% female viewership, you might have a girl who's doing a little bit too much. You know, they've had a few drinks. What do? You get them out of there. You know, I've had guy friends who are trying to start a fight. You say, you know, it's like in Tombstone. He's just drunk. Don't worry about that. And you get him out of there before they do, you know, before they make a mistake they can't take back.
Bro.
He has no bros. See, by the way, he's standing in the middle of traffic, which I assume is some sort of crime. He's just trying to. He's like, this is the coolest I've ever felt. Black guys are saying I'm being cool.
Come on, Brian.
They're saying, come on back. Yeah. And here he is about to ruin his life. FBI gets subbed to chest on you street. I don't know. Oh, FBI gets a sub to the chest on your street. There, I read it. Okay, I get it.
Motherfucker!
That's it. You're in trouble now, boy. He's gonna get tased. Now, what happened after that? After his epic moment? Well, let's start with the first bit of good news for him. He's now been charged with a felony assault after hitting a federal officer with a Subway sandwich. The man who used a Subway sandwich to attack a federal agent on the streets of D.C. earlier this week has been charged with felony assault. The criminal case against Sean Charles Dunn was announced on Wednesday by D.C. U.S. Attorney Gian Pirro, I don't know, who said in a statement the police are not out there to get pushed around or beat up. I mean, this guy really thinks he did something here. First of all, these people, look, you can yell at cops all you want. You can call them whatever you want, as far as I know. Don't take my advice, because I remember people saying like, you're a whatever, in my opinion, you say after the fact or something like that. And I don't know. I don't suggest yelling at cops just because it's a no-win situation. Dunn was allegedly captured on video Sunday night shouting at the group of federal officers before whipping out his deli sandwich and throwing it at them, striking a U.S. Customs and Border Protection agent in the chest. He thought it was funny. Well, we don't think it's funny because we charged him with a felony assault on a police officer. That is a massive crime. So there, stick your Subway sandwich somewhere else. Dunn could not be immediately. The criminal complaint says that Dunn confessed to a police officer. I did it. I threw the sandwich. President Trump began deploying his federal officers to support local police and fighting crime in D.C. on August 7th. On Monday, he asserted that federal control over D.C. Metro Police Department. Hundreds of supplemental federal officers have made more than 100 arrests, including 23 on Monday. I want them in every major city. I don't have a problem with it. I don't think it's fascist. I want to be kept safe. I want to be able to go to Milwaukee at night. And you know what? If there were I never felt safer than when the president was in town, because there were cops on every corner and I was hammered walking around at 2 a.m. in Milwaukee. I could literally never do that. Oh, but it gets worse. Have you left a like on the video yet? Don't forget to join the Discord. It's free, by the way. And if you want to be an absolute hero, become a member, because you get hundreds of dollars in value for $6. And we definitely could use your support there. It gets worse. The Department of Justice worker, he now worked for the DOJ and he's been fired. The Department of Justice worker. So again, we just thought this was some random woke dude, right? Turns out he worked for the DOJ. So now he's been fired and charged with a felony after attacking a man with a Subway sandwich. We saw what happened. Pam Bondi has now replied. If you touch any law enforcement officer, we will come after you. Bondi posted online on Thursday. Not only is he fired, he's been charged with a felony. Bondi also called the incident of the deep state, we know we've been up against for 7 months, adding, "You will not work in this administration while disrespecting our government and law enforcement." Now, again, I think he should be able to work at the DOJ and have a problem with things that the DOJ is doing. I'm not his boss, but you don't get to go around attacking officers. Obviously, I assume he was drunk. He had no friends, by the way. Did you notice how he had no friends around to help him? None. He had no friends around to help him. I have been in plenty of situations, again, where, I had to grab a friend and say, "Hey, let's go over here. It ain't that big a deal." Or, let's get some food. Or, "Hey, how about let's go home and, roll one up and relax." Or, "Hey, girl, I know that's your man over there, but you know what? It ain't worth going to jail. It ain't worth going to jail for." He had nobody. That's the real sad part in all of this. This guy had nobody in his life to say, "Hey, man, it's cool to call him that, but let's not go to jail." One of the famous lines I always remember, and I fully admit I have used it IRL, I think was from Training Day, where he's like, "You want to go to jail or you want to go home? You want to go to jail or do you want to go home?" I have literally said those words to people at the bar before. Like, dude, this isn't worth it. And this guy had, so what? Now he's been fired. He's got a federal offense, which they're not going to drop. And he will forever be known as the Subway sandwich attacker. And he probably really thought he did something there. But after the liquid courage wore off, he just ruined his life. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe or follow down below. We'll talk to you again real soon.